just go back though.
Yeah, that's why.
I just go back and I heard the news over there, and I'm like, yo, that's American.
The full scarcity.
I just go back.
For scarcity. Do you know? Okay. Anyway, let's start. Lives and times. Yeah.
Recording since Joker.
Lives and times of the struggling Lagos big boy. So we're here, and the first topic is supposed fuel scarcity. Let's give a bit of background. I'm sure everybody already knows. NNPC imported some bad fuel into the country, and like 5 filling stations got the bad fuel, and it affected some cars, and of course affected supply around the country. So we had queues. You know, we've not had queues in our stations for almost 6, it's 5 months for a while now. So it was very nostalgic seeing the queues. It brought back traumatic memories, and but there are a couple of things we need to address. Bad fuel has been coming to Nigeria for a while. Why? We've been having bad fuel. I used to.
Dangote.
What does Dangote have to do with bad fuel?
He finishes his refinery.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, amen. So this bad fuel issue is quite a thing. You can move it for him so that it's quite an issue because I had a Passat once, and I don't know anyone that's driven one of those things know that they're very sensitive cars, and bad fuel almost it wanted to just wreck me. I changed how many fuel pumps. It was just stupid. So bad fuel has been going around in Nigeria for a while. Now we had fuel that's, I don't know.
It has methanol in it.
Methanol, sulfur, all sorts of shit. So who's to blame? They tell us NNPC is the sole importer of...
MRS and Oando are part of the guys that brought it in.
MRS, Oando and all those people, they bought it through NNPC. NNPC was the sole supplier.
If I may cut in there.
NNPC
actually licenses some of these guys to lift the crude or the PMS
on their
behalf. So it's not like NNPC itself with his own vessels lifts all the PMS into the country. No,
I agree with you.
A number of these guys, they're big guys, they meet certain criteria and they do it on behalf of NNPC. So basically or technically NNPC still carries the...
So they said they got it from Antwerp in Belgium. Yes. That's where they
said they got it in Antwerp, Belgium.
There's a media play. NNPC themselves is just missing out here, because good enough or bad enough we brought in this fuel. Good enough they've been able to isolate these cases. They've come out strongly, to present what happened honestly to the public, and they've done best. They've given us best efforts to recall. But the problem with Nigeria is that at every point in time, we Nigerians want to take advantage of ourselves. So in an ideal situation, while all this recall is going on, there shouldn't be this kind of level of queue, you understand, or scarcity, because most filling stations have good fuel.
But what I want to interrupt
it's our Nigerian factor.
I want to interrupt you because investigations is still going on. Yeah. So they haven't even... what's the word now? Pinpointed who are the major signed off that deal in Belgium. So they're saying NNPC should be able to.
It's been isolated. By Duke Oil and maybe
Duke Oil also part of them.
Yeah,
but the thing what we're saying now is that quality assurance, when they bring that fuel, for example, from Belgium, I was listening to the radio and the guy was saying, the NNPC spokesman, I believe, was saying they don't have that facility or that experience to actually test if there was methanol, for example, in it. So I think it's based on trust or something like that. I may be wrong from there.
It's contractual.
It's contractual.
You give someone your crude to refine. There are specifications that go with it. So, the guys,
There's a scam
the
somewhere,
refineries take some responsibility.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they're being shielded from.
This is the thing about it. is- exactly, because I mean,
You don't want to mention
I was
them.
I was
They're just
speaking.
mentioning the location.
I was speaking yesterday. I was thinking the amount of imported products in which Nigeria has. I mean, this was about 40,000 metric tons that was contaminated. Now, that's one ship, basically. Now we have ships that come in almost on a daily basis into Nigeria. So testing individual ships, right, might not seem the most viable thing to do once they're here. Because they're already here. They've already gone through how many kilometers and they've gotten here. Somebody's going to have to pay demurrage as they're waiting to be tested. So the truth about it is, before it gets on the ship, there should be some specification. Like Dapo said, there are contractual specifications. I give you this crude oil, I'm expecting it to have this. So usually, for instance, now, if you are getting petrol from the depot, right? They will measure it. They'll see how much it, and they'll put the seal. They do all those kind of things because it's expected as that's coming in, it should come in untouched to where your filling station is. So the thing, and like I said, we need to go back and figure out what refinery did this.
Mentality spirit.
And the Duke oil and people like that, because I believe what happened is that they've been treading this fine line since, between very good petrol and rubbish, and they've just been just good enough. And what happened is, when you're treading the fine line, you fall off once in a while.
It reminded me of the Abacha days now when we had that contaminated fuel, that one that used to smell. Remember that time? And once you just open the keg or just.
I was telling somebody now that I remember when petrol used to be pink. Now I don't remember when last I saw pink fuel. It's all transparent color. Anyway, let's move away from the fuel scarcity and
problems.
Yeah, it's
from the fuel scarcity hitting us in the eye.
Me, I don't see a problem here. I just see the Nigerianness in us. Filling stations taking advantage.
Yeah, of course, the
when
madness.
Things should be seamless. This is really a non-issue, if you ask me. But
I also think part of it is the planning of Lagos. So, the mainland is not as badly hit as the island, and partially because the island only has a very few amounts of stations. So once there's a supply gap, it is hit.
It's very obvious.
Exactly. So the mainland don't have that much problem because they have more filling stations, and they can, So there are a couple of things. I believe by the weekend everything will be removed. But
Could you introduce us? Who's
no,
that?
you did not.
who?
Yeah,
Because we
you are
just
evil.
started.
You are evil, Bond.
Well, this is Bond. This FX. Bond is speaking to you now. I'm with FX and Dakpo.
Hi, evil guy.
But it doesn't matter.
Quite evil.
You're gonna put their handles in case you want to see them. I want to talk to them.
Exactly. That's the Nigerianness that I was talking about.
So we are moving to them, and then we also have a regular guy here. He's on the background. Our sound engineer, producer.
Bad man forward, bad man pull up.
Regular bad guy Uti.
Yeah.
So
Old man in a young
moving
body.
to the next. Moving to the next topic where ox that laid.
oxen.
Ox got laid.
Yeah.
Ox got laid. Now,
Can we define what an ox is? I think I defined it.
yes, we're talking about an ox.
It's a
please,
castrated,
FX. Yes.
it's a castrated male cattle. And why they castrate them is because to make them docile. So because they are normally stubborn and very ferocious. So it's possible that this particular ox in question, that is a human being that has 2 legs, hasn't been castrated.
Okay. Oh.
Get it.
Okay.
Get it.
Because I also they are known to be very
That's why
strong.
he's- yeah.
They're very known to be very strong. That's why we have the word strong as an ox. So they're very viral and So let's get back to this and give you some background here. Ox, the musician Oxalade, was, he decided to give us a new release, in the last couple of years.
Tape, innit?
He released,
Not music.
he released,
Who releases this?
Not a
video.
we're not really sure where he released, exactly. We're not sure where he released
Who releases
this release. See, the truth about it, because the original video everyone's looking is a tape of a phone.
Yeah, someone is recording off someone's phone.
I swear. So
It's crazy.
We're not even sure how all this thing got here, but anyway, we saw Ox giving us some moves. Now, the real topic in this thing is not really about Ox and his
lube.
moves and whether
Saliva.
it's right to hold the girl at that position, whether he gave the angle of penetration was right. No, that's not what we're here. We're not
Even though we commend.
we commend his stroke game, but
For the
that
uninitiated,
but we
Guys,
yeah,
I be
that
we-
song lecture there.
we are strongly Lagos big boy. We just want to talk about the double standard here. Since this video came out, there's a lot of crews. As you can hear us talking, we're talking about Oxlade. We're all just
Ox
using
got laid.
Ox got laid. We're just talking about what we've seen on social media
Ox to
and
Fox.
what's going viral. But the thing now is, a couple of months ago, Tiwa Savage had the same thing, and I don't think the reactions were the same. At that point in time, we saw a lot of role model. You should be doing this. Is it because Tiwa Savage is older?
And a mother.
Is it because she's a mother?
Yeah.
Is that why they're getting a different role? Or is it because she's a woman?
I think it all plays and ties into it. Being a mother, and a woman. This Ox guy, for someone like me, I barely knew the guy. I saw the video and I just heard people saying Ox. I said, who the hell is Ox? But I can easily recognize a Tiwa Savage. So I guess for most people,
Good angle, good points, yeah.
They were just
They
a
expect
higher
more
standard,
from-
and rather than a double standard.
Yeah, I think also,
Not those gossip blogs though. I ain't talking about those folks.
Yeah, I think I agree with that, but I think it's more of her being a black woman. I think black woman in general is often castigated, for anything they do, whether it's a mistake or whatnot. And also being a mother, and they say she's not a good role model or whatever. But hey, it's
you also have to think about her reaction to when she knew the video.
okay. So yeah,
She tried.
that's where I was going.
She tried to get ahead of it, forming one focal Bamile shade, and in life this was
There was that one.
That was the
then
Lagos.
She now came out to say that someone was trying to blackmail her.
Yeah, just-
no, because someone. I think so. The truth is, she didn't know that the guy had whoever she was sleeping with then had posted it on Snapchat. She said.
She knew.
She knew how it got there.
It was an accident. Quote unquote.
Okay. Sorry, my bad. So someone else saw it on Snapchat and now saved
recorded
it,
it.
and
Yes,
now said he was
exactly.
going to, because Snapchat is 24 hours, so now said he's going to post it. Oh, okay, I get that now.
Exactly.
So she was trying to. It was damage control, more or less.
She didn't.
Yeah, you think she didn't? She didn't.
My
really go about
personal
saying,
belief is double standards.
Yeah,
now,
definitely.
I believe that double standards. Yes, Tiwa Savage is a mother. Yes, she's older. Yes, you kind of expect more. But the way I look at it is, we're actually applauding.
females,
Oxlade.
babes are even.
We're
It's more
actually
babes hailing Oxlade.
exactly. We're applauding Oxlade. I don't. It's not even a case of why did you put this? There's nobody that is saying why did you post it on Snapchat. None of that conversation is there. None of all those things that we said about with Tiwa. So let's even say okay, it's nothing negative, but in Oxlade, let me tell you how bad this is. His 2 albums, right, are trending today in streams. So he's actually doing better numbers since the sex tape. That is madness. So I'm sorry, and in the other hand, Tiwa was losing endorsements.
Yeah,
I look at it as a
she
people.
She gained too. People that don't know Tiwa will
No,
go and
I'm not
click on the
disputing
video.
that. I'm not disputing
People that's the truth. Bad content right now. Sorry to interrupt, but bad content right now, I've realized that is good for you eventually in the numbers, because eventually people want to know who's that person, who's Tiwa Savage. There are still some people that don't know Tiwa Savage. And because of that video.
FX, I'm going to cut you. But I understand what you're saying. In the long run, I said at the time that I don't think it will affect Tiwa Savage in the long run.
Business.
I don't, because like you said, no publicity, no publicity is bad publicity. So, but what I'm saying now is immediately, just that immediate backlash. Right. And that comes from us as a society on how we view certain things.
We're very hypocritical.
So exactly. So that's why you have things like, he's seen as Jack the Lad for a young guy to be brapping girls and filming it and doing that. Because this is one of, there's another video of him grabbing the bed, so it's not just one. So it seems like Jack the Lad. And this one, he filmed it himself. Tiwa Savage, when she was the victim. So, yeah, because she wasn't half, it wasn't half filming.
No, but both of them knew.
And that, whatever it
eyes were
is,
closed.
it's not half
Eyes
filming.
were closed.
Do you understand what I'm
When it was
saying?
happening.
So
Yeah, because she was enjoying it.
It's like this girl in
And
Ox's
she could have been
video
high.
knows that they were filming, but it is not her filming. You can tell that it's Ox that's filming and you want to put it up. So I just think there's a double standard there, and we as human beings, especially ladies, I'm going to say this really. I bring my voice down. I don't mean to, but ladies, you guys need to stop. I think a lot of the double standards came from, because I don't know a lot of guys. Yes, Tiwa, but I don't think we were so scandalized like that. But some of the women I heard on social media, some of fellow, as in, like say, nobody, they collect pricks. Like, come on, it was just too much, and we all brap, and I can bet you, see, this is the thing about it is, if you open the phones of most women in Lagos, you would either say sexy picture or some sort of sex tape looking thing. Now, there's a reason why they took that. Maybe it's for their own personal consumption or to give to the person they like. But what I'm trying to bring out is a culture. It's something that people do. So why are we acting like what Tiwa Savage did was so out of culture? Yes, it came out, shouldn't have. But I mean, if everybody posted everything that's in your phone now, would you not be in the same position?
But you see, if you look at it from the words of Queen Latifah, she said, "Who you calling a bitch?" You went, you don't call, from that time, from that era, it will always be in our mindset that women will always be targeted and whatnot. And women would also be their own problem when it comes to things like this. So the feminist scale just keeps going up and down like a pendulum. But it's sad, yeah, but I don't understand it. The guy is smashing a babe. He gets praised that he's a stallion, he's a bad guy, giving him all the styles, choking the babe. While the babe is just taking it, not even aware that someone is videoing her and all that. Wait, let me land with you. I know you want to come in there.
You want to come?
Hello, my J. But come on, man. See, I don't understand. Well, see, human beings, the human race in general, we get problem. I think everything we do it in favor of ourselves. It's just the same way I was lining up for fuel yesterday, Bond. And there were those that were on the queue, normal queue, and there were those that were taking the back, taking the other gates, sorting 1,500 or whatever, and ensuring that
saying the Benyole.
Exactly. So there are the bastards. There were the bastards that don't believe in the country. And there were those that believe in the country that will line up. But why did we spend 3 hours there? It was because you were allowing people to come in from the back. So it wasn't moving fast enough. And they were only using 2 pumps. But you now see there's one girl that drives. I look at her well. She's driving an SUV. I look at her well. This girl cannot be more than 22, max 23 years old. And you can tell that this girl would be part of NSAS. That time whenever she go there tweet about them. She would do. But you come and bribe your way. That's what I'm saying. That's the double standard.
Let's put context. So what you're saying is because she was Gen Z, right? Or is
no, not because
she's Gen Z.
Not because
she's probably
or he
an
is
NSASA.
Most likely.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right. That we'll put that there. Got it.
Yeah. It's that generation that held it down. And I'm really proud of that.
let's put this on record. So are you saying UFX, you're not an NSASA?
Of course I am.
Okay. It's on
That's why I was lining up. Because I believed in equality by doing the right thing. That's what you do.
Okay, so this brings us to the our final topic, right? Which is
I didn't allow you to stop.
This brings us to our final topic, which is like you said, the state of Nigeria, state of corruption and politics. So at the moment, a couple of people are pitching their tent out and saying they want to run for president. And while some other people are waiting for the zoning to be zoned to their local government area, at I'm not going to call anybody's name, please, because I know that a lot of Peter's supporters are out there.
Okay.
So,
Simon Peter?
just a Peter, somewhere. But the truth about it is, look, Nigeria, we have a couple of months to the next general election.
Get your PVCs.
And that's the most important thing is we had a conversation and a lot of young people, NSASA, which is what we're trying to bring out, a lot of NSASAs and Gen Zs are disenfranchised with the process of voting. They don't believe that their votes count. Now, you can't blame them because of, Nigeria and all the rubbish and the rigging and all the things we heard. But technology is getting better. Look, for Christ's sake, you need your biometrics to get your PVC at the moment. So it's harder and harder to rig. And if we don't all get involved, then they will still be able to rig this thing. So we all need to get our PVCs, we all need to go vote, and we all need to stay in the voting centers and make sure our votes are counted. So that's very important. But how do we do that? Those are the kind of questions we need to ask. How do we get Gen Z more involved? How do we because at the moment, everybody that is coming out to vote, everybody that is, putting their hat out to, run, seem old, seem disconnected with the Gen Z population. And because of that, and the thing about it is, Gen Z don't realize that majority of Nigeria or majority of our population is under 30.
Agreed, yeah.
So really, really, if we all got our PVCs and voted, we can do and undo. We can make a 25-year-old president. So it's not just to get organized. How do we get organized? How do we, get people to get their PVCs and only get their PVCs to actually go and get accredited and vote? I suggest we make it a little more, Nigerians like giveaway. I suggest we put that. It's true. It's true.
Giveaway.
Nigerians, I suggest because look, I suggest we get, do parties about it. Do PVC parties. Do voting parties. Show me you vote so that you can come and have come and rock this party after the election, after you have voted. Those things will make people. Think, because let's look at it. Most of the people that went for NSAS, went there because of the rocks.
Yeah, facts.
Yes, it brought out him, but the extra rocks that was around
Are you
NSAS.
sure most people?
Most people.
sure?
They just wanted to be there. Most people.
Okay.
Right? There were a couple, not all, get me
Of course,
wrong.
I understand.
But I'm saying
No,
a large
English now.
percentage of people were just there because
But
of...
over time, they too started understanding the cause.
A lot of them were there, like they were saying this place, because that's why you would have situations whereby someone will leave Sulere, where there's a protest right beside him, and go all the way to Lekki toll gates.
So is it ideology or fun?
That one saved day.
It's fun.
It's fun. It was
Fun.
They're there for
listen
fun.
to Bedu.
Exactly.
Eat
Our
free
problem in
food.
Nigeria is
Performances.
Artists. So that's what we need to do
drink,
about these
party.
elections.
Yeah.
So I actually think a lot of our social media influencers will first of all get people to go to get their PVC, and then secondly, it's easy for us to have a Big Brother party, and everybody that's involved, the Big Brother, if you vote this amount of votes, you go to this party and rock. Why can't we do that for the elections? Why can't we have a party and say, you know what, show me that you voted in the election today, right? And you can get access to this party where Fowl's the bad guy and all those kind of things. I'm serious. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
I want to hear your point.
See, look, let me tell you what's going to happen here. We are Beehive, right? I'm going to put it out there here, right? We are Beehive after the election, right? B Media, Beehive. We're going to have an election party where if you voted,
Get in.
we know we might not be as drastic as stopping people from, but we would give out something to people that voted. We might
Perfect.
We might give you, whatever. We will give out something to people that voted, because the truth about it is that we need to get people more involved.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Bam.
And that's what I'm doing for my country.
They're giving people something for themselves.
Let me give you an example now. When Obama...
They're voting for only you.
No, it's not for me.
No, but that's enlightenment.
That's enlightenment. Let me give you an example. When Obama was going to run,
people.
when Obama was going to run for president, they did similarly things. So what they did was that, first of all, first of all, they had all sorts of activities and social activities around getting registered. They got a lot of celebrities and things like that to meet them at registration booths and get people registered. So they got all these people registered. Then this same celebrity said, oh, shit, look, we can go on a bus together and vote on the day. I'll come and pick you from this bus stop. Mm-hmm. And nigga, black people showed up. If not, because black people don't show up for elections normally. So now we are majority black in Nigeria. So we need to do those things. I mean, look at the last election. We had 80 million people that got their PVCs. Only 20-something to 30 million people were accredited to vote on the day. That is ridiculous. Now, what you're now saying is that if 20 to 30 million people voted, that's 10% of our population chose for the rest of us. Ridiculous.
I have something to say. I know someone, name withheld. He voted in 2015 and 2019. I mean, these are the last two elections. Mm-hmm. That was Jonathan and Atiku. It was Jonathan and Buhari 2 times now.
No, Jonathan and Atiku. That's what I'm saying. Both Buhari, but Jonathan and Atiku.
Yes. Atiku was 2019. You're right. I beg your pardon. And this person voted, and he feels his choices were really poor because he voted for Buhari twice.
Me too.
And as he has seen now, he felt it was a huge mistake. He wants to correct that, but by correcting it, he does not want to vote in 2023.
That's the wrongest thing. And that's what, see, this is the thing.
Because he feels, what if I go and vote again and I choose the wrong, it hurts. I don't know. So for some people, it's different. Like putting someone into power, my conscience told me to vote for this person. And this person, am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
This person fucked me. So that's it.
This is just regular human nature expectations.
Yeah,
you set the expectations. Sometimes you meet them, people meet them, sometimes they don't.
I want to ask, does that guy still fuck? Like, does he still put his dick in a pussy? Because he must have been heartbroken once or twice.
Surely.
And the truth about it, and he's still putting his dick in pussy. So my point being, look, if you
see analogy,
that is one of the best analogies I've heard in a long time.
It was brilliant,
like,
bro.
Seriously.
I don't Thank you. But that's exactly what we need to.
A round of applause. Wow.
But that's the point. Because a lot of us see, the thing about it is a different case if he voted for another person and he didn't get in. You could say he's disenfranchised because he feels like his voice doesn't matter. But this one is who he voted for that entered. So the truth about it is for you to just have to make better choices. And that's it in everything in life. You can't now not say that because you had an accident with your car, Danfo jammed your car, you're not driving again. It is cowardice. So my point is, look, let's get back to this election thing. Let's make it fun to go to this election and let's...
Okay.
We're almost through. Let's have final thoughts from everybody. Dark Bogless, yeah.
Our problem is organization. We don't know how to organize as a people. We don't. And that's why I give Tinubu a lot of credit, and that's why if he wins that APC ticket, he's going to win. He's going to win the election.
What was that name?
Jagaban is one of the best political organizers ever to date in the history of Nigeria. That's how you win elections, not on Twitter, not on blogs, not by propaganda. The man knows how to organize from the grassroots. And that's what Obama did. Yeah. That's what you're referring to. Yeah. Obama to actually revolutionize his own time. That's why he was able to come in. If he went the old guard way, there was no way he could win.
He didn't enrich himself in the process, Obama.
You say that.
You say so.
That's not the topic of discussion.
Let's not go there. That's speculation.
That's speculation.
Okay. That's speculation.
Look, if you are the American president, you are made... Anyway, no one.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's speculation.
No one. I know your final thoughts, though. I like that.
Final thoughts.
So please, your final thoughts.
Our own Nigeria... The fact that we're talking about Nigeria, everything has centered around Nigerian individuals, really. I think it's more, I always go back to, it's more of compassion. We're not compassionate enough. And that compassion has messed up our values. And as our values continue to break down, we continue to be where we are today. And we lack organization, as Dakpo said. We would lack trust within ourselves. But the truth is, Nigerians, we were not like this before. If we that grew up in the 80s to now can tell you that those values and the things that our parents taught us, and, you know, in Yoruba, it will never depart from you. When there was a saying by Shodem can be one of their skits. It was like, Tomodeba, I can't remember, but at the end of the day, he's going to look back when his clothes fall. He's going to look back and say, oh, the elder person is coming behind him to pick it up for him. And the other person that is picking it up for him obviously has been wearing different clothes over the years. So, kisa, rag. But still, that rag, I knew before. But anyway, not me trying to sound fake deep or whatever. The truth is, it's just love, compassion, and get back to the basics of family and the values, which has broken down more or less. I saw that video of one kid drinking Star Radler at a party, and I think
we don't have time to go into
we don't know whether that's God help us.
That's just so. Yeah, my final thoughts. Nigerians, this is our country. No one's going to fix it but us. No, you know, we've talked about for scarcity, we talked about Ox, we talked about the state of the nation, PVCs and voting. And all this, you know, boils down to one thing. We need to take responsibilities for action. We need to take ownership for where we are and, you know, what it takes. Most of the things that cause harm to us in Nigeria are done by other Nigerians. Yes, some of them are in government, but most of them are just ordinary Nigerians. So like FX said, if we have a little more compassion, a little more empathy, we would have a better experience living as Nigerians. Let's get our PVCs. Let's encourage other people to get our PVCs. Let's get involved in these political debates and, you know, move this country forward. Well, that's me, Bond, and say thank you to FX.
The OG before IG.
Get me, bruv. And Dakbo. And of course, Uti and behind the scenes, you know. Till we come back to you with another episode. Peace.